Hello, everyone. Welcome to Two Broke Sophomores. I'm Andrew Cohen.
I'm George Long.
And today on the show, we have a very exciting show for you today. Today, we have Gaven Wilde.
He recently played Young Jesse Gemstone in an episode of the Righteous Gemstones on HBO. It's a great show. I highly recommend it.
We both love the show. I love the episode. The episode's called Interlude. I think it's called, I think it's Interlude.
And it's called Interlude.
Something like that.
It gives a great look into the characters, the main characters' lives as children.
Yeah, and I'm telling, and we both saw it, and Gaven, he was incredible in it. He definitely, I think you'd agree, definitely encapsulated Jesse.
Yeah, he nailed the Danny McBride.
Yeah, and we go on, and I'm telling you, it was probably the most fun interview I've ever had. Honestly,
this was a great interview. Honestly,
it was just so much fun. We vibed so well. He's a fun guy, and that's an important thing to find in an interviewee. And he definitely fit the spot. He's very, very interesting. He is. I love talking to him so much. We want him back. We
really do. He was great.
I would love if he became just like a reoccurring guest. Like that would be.
I mean, I'm sure we can do that because he's definitely going places. He's a talented kid.
Very, very talented. Very, very fun. And before we get to that, George, how was your? Well, we've been off for a couple weeks. So how was your couple weeks?
It's been pretty busy. I mean, getting into classes and stuff, and I auditioned for some shows, and I'm in Almost Maine now, which is going to be fun.
Oh, that's amazing.
Yeah. So that will be
I also
kind of time consuming.
Yeah, I also got into a show. This was after we did the interview, but I found out I made it into a show called Hogwarts the Series.
Ooh, interesting.
It's like the Hogwarts meets The Office.
Yeah.
And I'm playing Filch and Crab.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a lot of fun. And I just want to bring up something that we're both sophomores, as the title says, and we have classes and we're busy. So I mean, we're going to do the best we can on trying to get to once a week, but we thought about it, and it's just lives come up. We're both very busy, and we do the best we can. And I just want to make sure you guys we're not we know we said once a week, but we also want to keep up with everything that we're doing. And we
want to make sure we get our schoolwork done and everything,
because we're not being paid for this, so we can't really.
Yeah, this is just like us in our free time.
We can't we can't drop out and do the podcast full time.
Yeah, unfortunately, although we are still going to try the best that we can to do this on a 1 week thing. We just had to take the 2 weeks off to get settled in at college and sort of move in.
Exactly. And, now that, you're in Almost Maine, I'm in Hogwarts, the series, both very important to the theatrical world.
Very, very important.
Very important. You're in the very sophisticated...
the foundations of theater, really, Hogwarts and Almost Maine.
Almost Maine, a very emotional off-Broadway play about a series of vignettes. I'm telling you, if you're listening to this, go on YouTube and look up a production of Almost Maine. It's thousands of high schools have done it all over the country. It is such a great show. I remember my high school did it, and I remember filming it, and it's just such a fun show. So please, if you have some free time, check it out. And, yeah.
Yeah. Well, let's get into this interview then.
Yeah. Anyways, so the Righteous Gemstones is every Sunday night at
10 p.m.
at 10 p.m. EDT.
On HBO.
EDT.
Yes, EDT.
It's Eastern time because I'm in
It's
Chicago.
on HBO.
It's on HBO. That's the network.
Yeah.
So please
the
watch it.
Or the streaming service, depending on what you have.
Yeah, sometimes, just you wanted HBO Go it. That's good too.
Yeah, might as well do that.
Might as well do that. But yeah, it was a great talk, and I really hope you guys enjoy our conversation with J. Gaven Wilde. Enjoy. Hey, Gaven, thank you for coming on here.
What's going on, man? Thank you guys for having me. This is my first ever podcast, so I'm glad to be a part of this.
Yeah, no problem, man. It's great to have you.
George and I are both very happy you're on here. We've seen a lot of the things you've done, mainly all your sketches, and we saw that. We're both huge fans of the Righteous Gemstones.
Yeah, Righteous Gemstones is great.
Really, you like it? That's awesome. I really did not know that the show was going to be as crazy as it was. It's Danny McBride, but the amount of people that have been watching is amazing. So thank you guys. I'm glad to be here.
Yeah, no problem, man.
So let's get into it. So how did you get this? Let's start with the Righteous Gemstones. When did this start? Like, how did all that get started?
Well, first off, I got a long time ago, I got an audition for the pilot, and I was auditioning for I think it was Pontius or Abraham, one of Danny McBride's sons in the show. And yeah, it was a while ago that it happened, and it was really just another audition, and we auditioned for it. And then later I got another audition for it, but I was auditioning for the role of Young Jesse. And so we did the audition. I mean, it was really just any other audition. I didn't think much about it. But my agent had called me, and my agent was like, dude, this is great. Like, this is a great opportunity, and I really want you to nail this. So we worked really hard on it. We did probably 30 takes of each scene. They had me audition for the whole episode, each scene. And so I just auditioned. I tried to do my best efforts from what I've seen Danny in before. And later, maybe a couple of weeks later, I got a call back, and the callback was on set. They literally invited me on set, and I met with David Gordon Green, and I auditioned just live in front of him. And I love David. He's super awesome. One of the things that I liked about the audition was he let us improv a lot, and so just having that freedom was really cool, and it just made it a lot less nerve-wracking too, because I was right in front of him. But anyway, so I auditioned in front of David live on set, and then I think it was a couple of weeks later I found out that I booked the role, and the rest is I guess the rest is history, and on TV now.
Yeah, and honestly, you did great. I loved it in the show.
Thank you.
Great job, just kind of being this younger version of Danny McBride.
Yeah, go ahead, sorry.
Yeah, no, you go ahead, please. I want to hear what you have to say, because
right.
I'm really interested in how you did for this role, because it must have been super interesting, obviously watching him and sort of doing this imitation of him in a way, but also trying to make it your own, because you're such a different part in his life.
Yeah, that is 150% Vice Principals. That is where I learned literally everything. Because, I watched a little bit of Eastbound and Down, but I completely finished Vice Principals, and I noticed that, he was just very, very cocky, and that's what they told me to be like in the audition. And he was cocky in a sense of, he thought he was awesome, but no one else really felt that way. The feeling wasn't mutual. So those were just one of the things that I noticed about him, and I just tried to bring that, and I thought I did okay, and then everyone was like, "Oh my God, you were great on it," and I was like, "Oh, well, thank you."
Yeah, I mean, well, that's how it goes, right?
Yeah. So one thing, so you watched a lot of Vice Principals to get into that sort of headspace. Have you, were you on set the prior episodes before you were able to sort of actually film the flashback episode?
I was not, no. Every time I was on set, I was the days that we were filming, and so I didn't get to meet anyone else besides everyone who was in the flashback episode. I also got to meet Danny because he was helping directing it with David, but no, they just had me on set whenever I needed to film.
Now, obviously, you said you watched Vice Principals. Did they give you any material of Danny's from previous episodes to watch to prepare for this, or like just show you any of his sides, or like anything like that?
No, not at all. I just completely went off of Vice Principals and hoped that was kind of what they were going for with Jesse Gemstone.
Oh, that worked incredibly well then, honestly.
It really did. I was shocked.
I mean, we both saw it. We just both saw the episode, and that was like, we were like, that's Jesse. Even though we've only seen him for like 6 episodes, we still were like, that's Jesse Gemstone. I totally believe that's a young Jesse Gemstone. Awesome. So it worked very well.
Yeah, and they did the wig perfectly too. I didn't know, because I literally, when we were filming it, they hadn't released anything except for one trailer, and I think that was the 3rd day of filming. So I didn't know what his character would really look like or anything like that. But when they released pictures and images of it, I saw the wig and I was like, oh my gosh, it did such a good job on the hair. Even my shadow looked like Jesse Gemstone. It was awesome.
Yeah, fun fact though, actually, I was at school last year, and Danny McBride came to our school and showed everybody at school the first episode of The Righteous Gemstones.
Oh,
before anybody else saw it. Yeah, that's what he said, apparently, maybe some HBO execs. And he seems like a really nice guy, right?
Oh, he's awesome. The most genuine. Matter of fact, I first met him. I was walking into the cafeteria. I was in hair and makeup, so I was all 80s out. And I walked into the cafeteria, and he was just eating. And me and my mom were like, oh, we got to go over there and meet him. But I didn't want to bother him while he was eating. And then while we were contemplating if we should walk over there or not, he turned his head and he immediately just saw me, and he got up from eating and came over and shook my hand and just talked to me. He's one of the nicest guys like in the world. He's just awesome.
Yeah, that was real nice of him, actually. It shows that he really cares about this project, and Right.
That's one of the things I like about him a lot, is he seems like he really cares about this. He's not just someone who will just do one take and that's fine. Anyway, but he's just an awesome dude.
Did you expect when you what did you expect him? Because I think whenever I hear interviews of him, the interviewers always kind of expect him to be like that character from Eastbound and Down or Vice Principals.
Right.
Were you along with that? Did you also have that expectation of like, oh, he's gonna be mean to me. He's really gonna lash out this time.
I had absolutely no idea. I had multiple expectations. When I meet people, I always find that they're completely different in real life. So I was like, well, maybe he'll be completely different, or maybe he will still be Neil Gamby. I don't know. I really didn't have any expectations. I was just going to see how it went and hope it went well if I did get to see him and meet him. So I had no idea. I was just hoping it would be good.
So back to the episode, away from talking about Danny McBride, as great as he is. So in the episode, you had to act drunk.
Yes.
And I am very curious. How was that for you? Because obviously you are too young to legally drink.
I am very excited to tell you.
Let's hear about it.
Okay.
The juice.
So it was, Satan's juice. It was, I think it was dehydrated beer or something like that. It was like this non-alcoholic, very bubbly drink that they had me drinking. It tasted like a Coke that had sat out for like 3 days straight.
Oh, that doesn't sound good.
It was disgusting. Like it felt as if it needed carbonation to it, you know?
Yeah.
And it was very bubbly, so, you know, like it would just form air bubbles in my stomach, and I just feel like I was going to vomit. And I probably drank 30 whole cans of those things because I was filming with Walton, that scene, we did multiple takes of, you know, him handing me the beer and me drinking it. And then after that, that's when they just randomly came up with the idea of, hey, let's do a drinking montage. So they had me just drink and drink and drink and drink over and over. And they had some background actors walk by, and they tried it just multiple different ways. So yeah, it was definitely tough. I felt like I was actually going to vomit, and there was no need for fake vomit in the next scene.
Well, one thing I want to ask you is Walton Goggins. He is, when I say he's my second favorite actor of all time, I mean that with sincerity. So whenever I get to like, how is he? He's
incredible. Such an awesome dude. He's very focused, you know. He's really, really focused. He's just an amazing actor. And when I got to see, especially the scene where he's talking with Amy Lee, it's where they're having their big argument. Just the things he would do. I can see why he's your top second actor. He's a great actor, and he's a really nice guy as well. And he was just giving me advice on, you know, because one time they wanted the take to be like, you know, the whole run away, become a bad guy, join the WWF. They wanted that to be sadder at one time. And Walton just was talking to me and kind of putting me in the moment so I could I deliver a better performance. And he's just an awesome guy. I can definitely see why he's your top two.
Yeah. Really. Have you seen The Hateful Eight?
I have not. Is he in that?
He's in that. That's why
he does a great job.
That's why he's my second favorite in The Hateful Eight. He has this thing. I don't know what he's like on set when you're filming with him, but he seems like every line he says, he really puts everything into every single line. Because like you'll listen in like The Hateful Eight or even like Justified or anything he does, he's just like he does that like thick Southern accent. He's like, I don't want to tell you about what's going on here. Like,
That's awesome.
Like he puts emphasis into everything. Do you get that kind of from him, that he's like he sort of is like very what's the word, like he's very attentive about meaningful. The way he speaks.
Yeah. He definitely I didn't get that from when he was playing Baby Billy, but I definitely noticed that he's like, to me, he's really good at changing his characters and the way that he does things. Like, so I could definitely notice like a couple of things that were very, that stuck with him throughout the whole thing. Like the way that he enunciated, was completely different from how he enunciated in Vice Principals. And, he was just a completely different person. So I didn't see much of the enunciating every word, but it definitely felt like he had a plan for Baby Billy and kind of stuck to that. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it definitely does.
What was I? I just lost my train of thought.
So obsessed with Walton Goggins there, you're just forgetting it?
I'm just,
I know, right?
I can't believe I'm talking to someone who's worked
so
with
beautiful.
Walton Goggins. That's,
Oh,
it's really that's like, you know, it's the second best thing as opposed to actually speaking with.
thank you. I'm no one. He's a great guy. He really is.
No, there's a lot special about you, and we're gonna get to, you know, all these comedic things that you've done on your website.
Oh no, that is my YouTube channel. I was like, God, maybe 11 when I did those videos. You know, I'm not much older now, but I just cringe at those videos so bad, and I wanted to take them down, but my mom was like, "No, it's good. It's good for people to see your work," and I'm like, "Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
Well, honestly, I think it is
that,
actually good for people to see them.
Yeah.
I guess that's true to us. Yeah.
Well, in a sense, because like it shows your growth in sort of this series. If you can show someone your earlier things, versus something newer. So I think that's good.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, that's a good
I'm going to side of your mom here.
Does that probably doesn't happen a lot, right? You feel people it's like, but did you expect that your first podcast? Someone was going to say, "I'm going to side with your mom."
Oh no, I definitely did not that. No, you guys are supposed to be two broke sophomores, like some cool dudes just to do a podcast with. Now
we're meant to side with you, but no, I'm siding with your mom on this.
Well, thanks, man. I appreciate that.
But yeah, before we get to that, I think George, you had some more stuff about.
I do. I have one thing about Righteous Gemstones.
He's a big fan.
Yeah, I really enjoy this show, actually. Like, after
thank you for watching, man.
Interview, I'm honestly going to just watch the new episode when it comes out.
That's right. It comes out, it's Sunday. I forgot about that.
Yeah. How was it?
Isn't it funny it's on a Sunday, too? It was awesome. And again, he himself is a really cool dude. You know, when you get to be with people like this, you always kind of think like, I don't want to go up to him. I don't want to talk to him. You know, who am I? And you're always afraid that they might be mean or maybe, but everyone, Jennifer Nettles, John Goodman, Walton Goggins, all of them were awesome. And John, especially too, was just a really cool dude. You know, he just stuck to himself. He didn't really act like he was better than anyone else. And he was just very nice to everyone. And, he's just an awesome dude, and he's a really good actor as well.
That's great. That's great to hear, honestly. I'm so glad he's a nice man. I don't know how I would have handled it if I heard that John Goodman was just a horrible person.
Yeah. I know, right?
That would ruin both of our childhoods.
Yeah.
Right. He's such a great actor, too. Like, and you've seen him literally in everything. But, no, he's an awesome guy.
Yeah.
No worries. He's good.
No worries.
Good.
Yeah. So let's move on to these personal projects, as you call them, on your website.
Okay, let's do that.
I want to go through each one and just ask what was the inspiration behind. What were you thinking at the time? Because you said,
oh God, I don't know what I was ever thinking with doing those.
Let's start with the principal.
Oh, the principal. Okay, all right. So that was a comedic. I think I needed a voiceover reel or something like that, or actually no, it was a comedy sketch that I needed for an audition. And I wrote the script for it yeah, it was pretty much an audition where they had you write a couple of comedic scripts and perform them live in front of the casting director and directors. So that was just one of the scripts that I had written for that. And I was like, I think the script is really funny, and I decided just to shoot it. And it ended up turning out really well. Besides the audio, I should have turned the external recorder on the mic, the internal recorder on the mic down. But it was really just for a comedic audition, and it was a script that I just wrote for it, and I decided to film it.
And it's both you, right? And you played both you and the principal.
No, that's my evil twin. No, I'm just kidding.
Wow.
Yes, it is me.
Wow. Oh.
Your only difference is the unibrow.
Yeah. Yeah, he's really got to shave that. I keep talking to him about it. It's just ridiculous.
You gotta take care of this, because if you don't,
take some advice.
I have a friend who has an evil twin, and we talk about it all the time. And it comes up too much. We'll be talking, and the evil twin will just come out of nowhere, and she'll start texting as the evil twin, and it doesn't end well. It just doesn't end. You should. I think there's a doctor. Yeah.
Should I be concerned for my safety here? I mean, you're like involving me in this. The evil twin.
I mean, now that I'm involving you, she might come after you. So
okay.
Yeah, it's pretty scary. I get some weird texts like once a week from her, and I don't even know her.
Exactly. I'm telling. Yeah, I've given, because I told, because she was trying to get information. She was interrogating me and trying to get information out of me, and it just came out that George's number came out, and then George, he started getting all these texts from her, and it was a never-ending cycle. But we did the ritual of Chud from It Too, and we finally squashed it. That's how you solve evil demons.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
that's amazing.
But anyway,
I'm very happy that the evil twin is not haunting you anymore. That sounds terrifying. Should I cut my phone off, like my location services off and stuff like that right now? I don't
Maybe for like a week.
I live.
Maybe for a week.
All right.
We'll see what happens after a week. You just let me know if she follows you, if you see her. Just text me. I'll call in the squad to take care of it.
Okay.
The
squad.
The squad. They were rejects off of. They're basically Ghostbuster rejects, and
okay.
And they'll take care of it. But anyways, and okay, so that's the principal, and you did something for your mom's birthday. Speaking of mothers,
I did.
That scared the bejesus out of me.
Yeah, I was scared when I first saw it.
The twerking or the clown mask? Which one?
Both.
Yeah.
Competition. Which one's worse?
It was just we did a series that was called Did You Knock? And it was my mom's birthday, and my mom's she's horrible. She's terrified of clowns, and she was scarred since she was a child. So yeah, we thought it would be funny if we wore a clown mask and like, hey mom, we made this new video, and come check it out. And then boom, just a big old clown would pop up.
Great idea.
I thought it was fantastic. Yeah.
Yeah, I love this idea.
I thought it was great. Yeah.
I mean, that commitment for your mom's birthday. I don't know about you, George. I would have never done anything like that for my mom's birthday. I would have.
Yeah, I just go to Target, find a book that looks good, and go, here you go, mother.
I bent over backwards for her, and she didn't appreciate my video.
She didn't appreciate it? Why?
You know what? I've decided.
Exactly.
That I'm no longer siding with your mother.
We're no longer siding.
That's what I'm saying.
If she didn't appreciate this video.
Yeah.
You
shouldn't decide with people before you know.
Exactly.
You know? sometimes
Sophomores official. Yeah, sorry.
right. Sometimes like their son might have made a clown video and she didn't like. So you never know. That can happen. So don't ever side with someone before you know if their son made a clown video and the mom didn't like it.
Yeah,
exactly.
Gotta know all the facts first.
Right, exactly.
Well, the Two Broke Sophomore official position on Gaven versus his mom is we are siding with Gaven.
Thank you. Yeah, do not let that change too. Like, she's a terrifying woman. All right.
She's terrifying.
Not right.
But okay. No, so let's. It's like your mom's gonna hire a hacker to like take this.
Yeah.
Your mom.
Hey, look at the episode with Gaven. Wait, what happened to the episode? Oh God.
That would be funny if she just like somehow joined the podcast. Just I don't know, like somehow like interfered and was like, "What did you say?" And then
what did you say about me?
She just pops
some,
in.
Rustling of the mic.
Pops in. But okay.
Like loud noises in the background. Mom, I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me.
You just get whisked away from the mic.
Yeah. Sorry, guys. We'll be right back. Yeah, we're gonna have to cut that out. That's horrible.
God. Okay. You know, I have something about clowns. You know, I'll do, you know, impressions of the Joker in front of my mom, and she hates it.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, I side with me too.
That's awesome.
I don't know where that was going.
I'm so glad that you, like, I side with you as well, because, like, I like to terrify my mom as well.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't scare my mom.
I'm glad we're looking out for each other. Really, I am. This is great.
I'm glad.
Man.
I think we need to start a support group.
Yeah, like a little group chat that's like, hey, what did you do today? I just scared the crap out of my mom. Oh, that's awesome, man. Ha ha ha. Ja, 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 ja.
We should start a organization that is dedicated to going around and scaring moms.
Oh my God, that's perfect.
Oh,
that's perfect.
It's a new business idea right there.
Would it specifically be clowns, though? Would it specifically, like, could it be anything?
I mean, I think you got to start with clowns, you know, start small, then maybe branch out, you know, maybe go into spiders.
Right. Oh, yeah, that's good. That's good. You know, I don't know why people are so afraid of spiders. Are you afraid of spiders?
I'm terrified. I don't know, George. I'm terrified of spiders.
I'm not scared of spiders, but, like, I don't want a tarantula crawling on me. You know?
Right. I definitely don't want, like, a pet tarantula that, like, hides in my hair for fun. But, you know, but I'm not terrified of them. If I just see them, like, I'll just smush it, you know?
Yeah.
People, like, will run out of room and stuff like that. They're like, oh, spiders are, to me, snakes are terrifying.
Oh, I hate snakes.
I hate snakes. Yeah.
I can't trust them. They don't have any legs, but they still move.
Yeah.
Well, I've got a friend that loves snakes, and we're just in a constant war. Like, dude, snakes are just great. Like, they don't bite you unless, like, you know, do something to, like, well, how do you know what annoys them? You know, my face could just annoy them.
What if I'm just like, I got an itch, I need to scratch it, and the snake bites me?
Right, exactly. Like, he didn't like that sudden movement.
Yeah, I don't know. I think I was kind of scarred by Snakes on a Plane as a child too.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that movie with snakes definitely don't want to be around a snake.
Wait, which
That's
movie was that?
Snakes on a Plane.
I have not seen Snakes on a Plane.
You haven't seen, like, the infamous scene?
Yeah, it's just
the snakes falling.
Yeah, it's just famous for Snakes on a Plane and Samuel L. Jackson.
Okay, I'll have to see it. I'm gonna write that down. Snakes on a Plane.
Oh man!
Like we legitimately just explained the entire plot to you.
Right, Snakes on a Plane.
You just spoiled the whole movie for me.
Yeah, you know the beginning, middle, and end. Snakes on a Plane. Samuel L. Jackson.
Well, I mean, I think I want to protect myself because I still kind of like snakes. I mean, if like I've seen like, you know, like I've seen like people get bit by snakes in real life. No,
I would not
in real
like
life.
that.
No, not
I
in
would
real
not
life.
enjoy that.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't either. I've seen like videos of like people getting bit by snakes, and like those are terrifying. Like it makes me scared of snakes for like a while, but it's not a sustaining fear. Like
Yeah,
some
it's definitely. Yeah, it's not like if I see a snake, I'm gonna run away. I just don't like them. You know those people who will just like post pictures of their like pet 9-foot tarantula and be like, oh my god, look at how cute it is. You know, I've never understood that. So if I'm not terrified, like I'll run away, but I'm definitely don't like snakes.
Yeah. There's this YouTube video of like like an anaconda, and it's going through, and it's the video is just panning left through an anaconda
I hate that video
towards the front, and then like when it gets to the head, it like jumps out at you. And
oh God.
My sister showed me that because she hates me, and and so she was like, let's terrorize Andrew. But yeah, no, I understand how people like spiders. Going back to spiders, they disturb me.
Yeah. I actually, fun fact, on the set of the Righteous Gemstones, I met a girl who was really interested in spiders, and she has like a pet, like purple and like black or something like that tarantula, and I'm like, they can grow hair that's purple and black, and she's like, yeah.
That sounds like a Halloween decoration.
Like, right, exactly, like something you put on your window to terrify little kids. But no, this lady loves it. Anyway, but she's like, sometimes I'll let her crawl on my neck and go in the back of she'll go behind my hair, and
God,
and I'm just like, what? Why? I don't get it. I'm not terrified of spiders, but like, it's such an unpredictable thing. Like, what? Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not about to let one crawl all over me. That's a bit too
right.
much.
Yeah, no.
All I know about spiders is I remember walking in. I was at this like campsite one time, and I walked into this bathroom, and I saw the biggest daddy long legs you've ever seen in your entire life. It was the size of, it felt like the size of a watermelon, like a full, watermelon. That's how it looked to me when I ran out of that bathroom. And from then on, I was like, I'm arachnophobic. That was the moment.
That's a good
like every
moment.
time. Yeah, like every time you go into a public bathroom, do you just like have flashbacks?
I do, honestly.
Okay.
Sometimes I walk in the bathroom and I go to the sink and I see this one leg, then another. They look like string beans.
Oh.
And they like thin, or not string beans, like little pieces of spaghetti. They're just going up into this small little ball of a head. And
that's terrifying.
It is, really, honestly. But
I'm really sorry, like, that you have to go through that. Like, if you ever need someone to call, like, while you're using the bathroom, but feel free. Like, really.
I'm gonna take advantage of that. You're gonna be on set, and you're gonna be like, "Phone's off set."
Hey guys.
Sorry,
hey guys, we're gonna have to cut. Like, sorry, I gotta take this. There's a guy who sits in the bathroom, and it's really important. I'll just, I'll later. I'll tell you later.
I just gotta help this man who interviewed me. It's just really important.
Yeah, you're an actor, and you need to have philanthropic causes. So exactly. I could be your cause.
No, instead of like a smoke break, it's just a break to like call you.
Yeah.
An Andrew break.
An Andrew break. I would love
an Andrew break. Yeah.
I need Andrew breaks, honestly.
Hey, anytime, man. Anytime you're ever in a public bathroom and you start having flashbacks of that spider, I am here.
Yeah. But let's get back
150%.
150%.
Yeah, let's get back to
let's get back to
let's get back to these little short films here.
Because we don't want to call this episode Spiders.
Right.
It was like, who was the topic? Who were you interviewing? It was a bunch of spiders.
The spider that terrifies Andrew, or
the snake that terrifies George.
Right.
Yeah.
That's funny. Hey, I could talk about, like, my mind is just so everywhere all the time. I could really, one second I'll be talking about, like, giraffes, the next I'll be talking about, like, hippos or something. It's just everywhere. So I can keep up with the pace.
Oh, that's great, because you seem to have a very comedic mind.
Oh, thank you. The things that go on in my mind, you wouldn't want to know. They're horrible. I could be thinking. Yeah.
No, I'm scared of you. I'm adding that to the list right under.
Wait, hold on. I thought we were buddies, though. I thought, like, you would call me when you're in the bathroom, you see a spider and you're scared.
All right, I'll put in parentheses a question mark next to scared.
Okay.
Parentheses.
All right.
All right.
To be
undecided.
Question mark?
TBD.
To be determined if I am terrified of Gaven Wilde.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Because we saw the reason why we say you have great comedic timing is because we were looking at your resume, and under other, it said in all caps, great comedic timing.
Yeah.
What gives you the right to add that?
Right. No, you're absolutely right, though.
Yeah, I mean, Andrew owns the patent for great comedic timing, apparently.
I guess I just got really cocky one day, and I was like, you know what? I've got great comedic timing. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to put that on my resume.
Hey, you got to sell yourself.
I know. I can't put something on my resume like that and then just, like, not prove it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Yeah, I should probably take that down.
Oh, you want to? Okay. Well, if you want to prove some things on your resume, I've got a question for you about a dialect you can do.
George has so many questions about your resume. He has analyzed your resume.
I've analyzed it inside and out.
Fire away. I mean, yeah, absolutely.
No. So, I am so curious to hear your British accent because my entire family, except for me, has a British accent.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, and I am legally British.
Oh, my God. Okay, well, judge me. All right.
Yeah, I'm going to judge you right here. The most American Brit is going to judge you.
Yeah, so, all right. The time is 8:41. It's Sunday, September 22nd. And so I'm doing a podcast with two broke sophomores. And I'm having a great time, honestly. And, thank you guys for having me.
I'll tell you this, your accent, pretty good.
Oh, you think so? Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's pretty good.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, you've got sort of a more. It's not the poshest accent out there, but you've got a nice one, right? Outside of London. Do
you think it's more Australian than anything?
I think it's got a hint of Australian.
Yeah, like it's like I'll fight a Joey. Just kick.
Yeah, a little bit of mid-ground there.
Right, yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Yeah, it's good. I like it. It's good enough for a resume.
Okay.
Honestly, the British accent, easiest of the accents, I feel like.
It is definitely, it's not that difficult. Yeah, it's, I think, like, the way that people in England move their tongue, it's considered lazy because, like, their tongues don't move nearly as much to enunciate certain words. And to practice that, I would put like a piece of candy on my mouth so it would hold my tongue down. And so that's what they were saying, and it worked really well.
That is a good method.
Yeah. Yeah, just put like an M&M on your tongue. It's great.
Because like a lot of accent
choke.
work is tongue related. In a weird way, you got to kind of change how you move your tongue.
Yeah.
I did a study to do a British accent for a web series, and I didn't do that. I just watched Harry Potter, and a lot of what is that? Is that like a? I don't know. I use that. Is that like a legitimate technique, or was I just like phoning it in?
I don't think that you should write in here, but I think it's great. I mean, like I watched, I am subscribed to a whole bunch of British YouTubers, so I watched I watched their videos for a long time and just practiced off of that. So I think that's fine. You know what I mean? I think as long as you get it down, it's fine. I definitely wouldn't write down like that I just watched a couple YouTube videos, you know, on some YouTube, on some...
I'm an expert. Listen to, like...
Right, I'm an expert.
Yeah.
Talk.
Yeah.
Because I studied it for a year, and it seems like I got it down pretty well. And I think I did it to George one time, and he said it was not bad.
Oh,
you have a very, like, upper class one.
Yeah, you know, see, like that was really good. See, I feel like I'm slacking on mine. Like, it's been so long since I've done it, and once I did it, I was like, oh, that was horrible.
Listen,
no, you did pretty well, I will say,
yeah.
as a official British person, you did pretty good. You sounded like slightly outside of London, like not as heavy, obviously more understandable, but it was pretty good.
Oh, okay, good. Well,
and listen, you're on the Righteous Gemstones, not us. So you're doing something right there.
Yeah, clearly you're doing more right than us.
Yeah.
No, you guys. No, this is really cool. Speaking of the whole podcast, I mean, how did you guys start up? That's a question I wanted to ask you, if you don't mind. How did this whole thing start? Because it seems really cool. I mean, I love podcasts. I listen to like a lot of Joe Rogan and stuff like that. So, how did you guys get this whole thing going?
Well, I used to host a podcast called Getting Real with Andrew Cohen, and I did that for about a year and a half, and it was very similar to this, but it was just me, and I would talk to, you know, celebrities and young people and anybody who I could get, and I got people. And George was a guest because I knew him through a mutual friend. And,
oh, wow.
And so over the summer, George was like, hey, you want to do this again? And I was just like, yeah, sure. And interesting enough, the name Two Broke Sophomores came from my dad, of all people.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Or he said something, it was something like sophomores are broke or something like that. But it was really his idea for the name. And then our logo is done by another student. We fully use all student work. We're a big supporter of all student work. So like our logo is done by, you know, it's somebody who goes to my college, and we're having a lot of fun. I don't know about George, but I'm having a blast.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun here.
And George,
awesome.
you do podcasting too. Right?
Yeah, I have 2 podcasts right now that I work on.
That's
so
awesome.
This one, obviously, and then my little shameless self plug is I work on another podcast called The Haunted Hour, which is like a radio serial in a way. Like, it's a story told over radio, like acted, and I'm just one of the actors on it.
Okay. Oh,
and that's
wow.
going into its 3rd season soon.
Huh.
We're gonna start recording within like the next few weeks again.
So is that difficult to do? To like, I've always thought like, because I do videos, so I can always cut out what I want. But like with podcasts, it's difficult, like, because you have to stay like entertaining throughout the whole video. And I don't know if I could do that. Like, I feel like I just get boring and talk about like my lampshade or something like that.
Well, so for the Haunted Hour one I do, that one we actually do edit and like cut a lot like you would a film, because it's pre-recorded. Then we're like, okay, which little scenes will we take out? Which takes will we do? Because it's scripted. That one's scripted.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah. Whereas something like this, I mean, obviously we try and prep.
Yeah. We prep a lot, I guess. No, we do prep.
We do watch. We watch what our guests are in. We like listen to what they did.
Yeah.
And we come up with like questions and we discuss it. And we have a plan. It's just a fair amount of planning goes into it.
I guess I would say the lead difference is because it used to be just me, so it was just like so it's just me asking the questions. But now it's because
nice
it's me
to
and
have
George.
someone to fill in the gap. To fill in the awkward silence. Yeah.
Yeah,
awesome.
But that's most of the editing. Most of the editing is I do the primary editing for the podcast, and most of the editing is just really taking out those awkward silences and taking out let's say that we say something that the guest like really is like, oh, don't put that in there. I really can't have that in there. Then, we'll do that. But besides that, there's no really
that's awesome.
editing stuff out. It's just, conversational.
Basically the entire thing.
And a bunch of fun.
Oh, well, we also
you guys to do that to, sorry, go ahead.
No, it's totally fine. You continue your thing because my thing can be said after.
No. Seriously, go ahead.
All right. This is just like a standoff here of politeness. I was just going to say, the other thing we do is we edit it a bit at the start and ending because we always add an intro in that Andrew and I just record.
Yeah.
And then we'll just like neaten up the ending because we might like, say goodbye and then they might just be like a weird like few other words that someone says. And we'll be like, all right, let's trim just that little bit off the ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's cool.
That's
awesome.
Yeah, and then our music, is done by, it's my cousin. He's in a band, and he plays bass in the band, so I was just like, hey, can I use your music? And,
wow.
And we, I'm guessing you'll listen to the episode.
Oh, absolutely, yeah.
So you'll hear the music, and he goes to Berkeley right now, and he's
like pretty close to me.
Okay.
Yeah, so he is, you're probably like...
He's like a 10-minute walk from where I am right now.
Exactly,
oh,
yeah.
That's awesome, though. That you guys
that's the other thing. Andrew and I...
It's difficult to
only
find
met
like
in person
music.
once.
And
Yeah, we've met in person one time.
You and Andrew?
Yep, one time.
What?
Yeah, we go to completely different colleges.
My.
We live in completely different states.
Wait, so you guys aren't in the same room?
Nope.
No.
I am in Boston.
Jeez.
He's in Boston, and I'm in Chicago.
Why would you guys do that to me? I just had a brain fart. Like,
oh God,
you can't do this to me. You can't just tell me one guy's here and one guy's over there.
Yeah. Well, and you're in Atlanta, right?
Yes, Atlanta. Yeah.
So it's a triangle.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
It's you go from Boston down to Atlanta up to Chicago and then complete the line. It's
It's the Bermuda Triangle, but instead of like getting lost in the sea, you get lost like in this world of podcasts. You listen to too much Joe Rogan and Bill Burr and stuff like that, and you just get like your mind, like you start like thinking like, are we really living right now, or is this like a simulation or something?
I love getting
with the overthinking and.
Who really knows anymore?
Do you do like a lot of like philosophical?
Oh,
get
absolutely.
Into that stuff?
I will sit down and talk for hours about conspiracies and things like. I don't want to say anything because I'm probably going to come off really dumb. Cause some conspiracies are so hit or miss. Like, they should be able to work.
Yeah.
But sometimes they're just fun.
They're fun.
Yeah, right.
It's just like dumb fun sometimes.
What is your favorite conspiracy?
Oh man, I like the whole aliens thing.
Aliens?
There's beings out there. I'm totally just like spitballing and that could not exist at all. But it definitely is interesting to me though. Like to think that there might be something else. Then again, I'm not a scientist, so.
Yeah, I listened to. You said you listened to Joe Rogan, so like I just listened to like Dan Aykroyd and he's a big like alien believer.
That's cool.
And
speaking about aliens, did you hear about the video posted by Blink 182, the UFO videos that the Navy confirmed are real?
the Navy confirmed that they were real? Like,
Oh my God! So there's nothing. I haven't seen anything that says otherwise right now. I could just be sounding like an idiot.
No, that makes sense because I was in class and I'm a comedy major, and why I decided to do that is for another time. But we had to do like headlines, like like late night jokes, like headlines, and one of them, one of the suggested headlines was like Blink 182, something about aliens, and I was like, that's got to be a fake headline. Come on, really?
Right.
And I guess now it's a real headline. I didn't know that was.
Yeah, he leaked UFO footage, and the government officially said, yeah, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, we messed up on that. That's an actual alien right there.
I just like that it's Blink 182.
Yeah, that's kind of a weird name.
I know.
Like
the band Blink 182.
It's an iconic video.
And they leaked that video.
I had to write a joke for it, and I wrote, the news confirmed that the UFO videos posted by Blink 182 rocker are real and should not have been released. In related news, Blink 182 rocker is seen practicing Naruto run.
Yeah, right.
So that was... It wasn't one of my good headlines, but it was one of them. I saw that, and I was like, that's fake. But I guess it's real.
Yeah. See, that's so weird to me. It's like, well, if it's fake, shouldn't it have been taken, or sorry, if it's real, it shouldn't have been taken down. But then again, like, if it's taken down, it might, raise suspicion. It just kills me that you'll never know some of these things. I guess that's why they're conspiracies. We'll have morons like me just like watching TV all day,
Yeah.
I think I think I saw one the other day.
Did you reply to the Alien tour, the Las Vegas thing?
Oh no.
You didn't reply.
God, no.
I replied yes, but I didn't show up.
You didn't go.
I never planned on going. I knew something.
It was exactly how I thought it was. Just a bunch of people who weren't going to do anything. Just standing there. And because, I watched Area 51 videos like all the time and I knew how secured it was. So I thought there's no way nobody's gonna, like, these people are actually gonna do this. And it went exactly how I thought it would go. People would just stand there and dress up in alien costumes and stuff.
I mean, that's gotta still be fun though, right?
Oh, it sounds like a blast. That sounds awesome, just to stand there in, like, an alien outfit.
Yeah, like, it sounds great. I wouldn't, like, I wouldn't, like, waste money to, like, if it was, like, a drive. What?
To go there, like, waste money
I wouldn't.
Actually,
Yeah, I wouldn't, like, get a plane ticket. But, like, if it was a drive away, I don't know, I'd be like, let's see who shows up.
I got nothing else to do.
I got nothing else to do.
I was really hoping. Yeah, I was really hoping that it would like turn into a music festival in a way, though.
Didn't they book people?
It was meant to be, but I think like that part got canceled. I don't know. I would love to have like a music festival like outside Area 51.
They called it like Alien Tour or something.
Yeah, I think it got canceled. I remember hearing that like the big planning thing got canceled because he didn't want like another Fry Festival.
Huh.
That does actually kind of make sense. I would have done that.
Yeah, but
it'd be funny if like an alien.
Open. Oh yeah, an alien party.
It'd be funny if like an alien came out of Area 51, like just jamming.
We brought the aliens out with music.
Yeah, I like this frequency.
Yeah, I like the frequency. It looks like something could happen.
Wouldn't it be funny if you could just drag aliens out by the frequency of your music, like they could hear a different frequency? Because I always talk about like how frequencies like affect your mood and stuff. Just bring a couple aliens out by doing that.
Yeah,
we heard the music. It sounded like fun.
That would be like a closed encounter sort of thing.
Right.
But we wanted to ask you, so, you're doing all this stuff. How did, like we said, we think you're we both think that you're doing something right with this whole acting thing. And how did it get started?
Well, I started when I was like 11 or 12, and my mom just came up to me and asked me, "Hey, do you want to be in a movie?" And I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "All right, well, they have auditions for it." And so we just started auditioning, and we started auditioning for things, and we eventually got an agent. And how I got the agent was actually I had an audition for, I think it was, I don't remember what it was, but we had an audition for something, and we had it professionally taped. And the girl who filmed it was like, "Hey, can I offer him to our agency?" And we were like, "Yeah, absolutely." So that's how I got with the agent that I'm with now, and just from there, things kind of just kept going. I really liked being on set because everyone was kind of there to do the same thing, and everyone was appreciated as much as everyone else. Everybody's job was super important. So I just really fell in love with being on set, and I just continued to do it.
That's good, yeah. It's a nice way to kind of get into it,
And I know...
right, it wasn't just... I really eased into it. I didn't really know what I was doing when I started it.
Well, I mean, as we've said before, you're clearly doing something right.
I hope so, man. Thank you.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for, coming on here. This was so much fun.
Absolutely, man. It was a lot of fun. This is my first podcast ever. So when you guys reached out, I was really excited.
Yeah, it was.
Well, let's hope it's the first of a few.
Yeah,
I hope so, man.
All we do is really, we find people, we talk to their publicists, and we're like, "Hey, will you let us talk to them?" And and then, we do that, and then usually it's either no response or who have you talked to? And
right.
At that point, it's kind of like trying to find your first job. It's like they all want experience. It's like everybody's like, "Do you have experience?" It's like, "No, I need a first job. I'm trying to get experience." So then it becomes like that, and
just very
it's
difficult
fine.
to get people. I could imagine, yeah.
Yeah, we were very lucky to have you. I was like, I didn't even think you were going to respond. That's my first expectation, oddly.
It's just for people not to respond?
Yeah.
Well, no,
Yeah.
I saw that it was a podcast, and I like talking in general. I feel like I don't shut up sometimes. So
that's
this
good
was a
for
great
podcasting.
way for me.
Yeah, it is.
Right. This was a great way for me to get like 3 months of talking out of me. And nobody obviously my brothers and sisters, they hate when I talk about conspiracies and stuff. Like a lot of stuff I find interesting. They're just like, "What?" So no, I had fun talking, definitely.
Yeah, well, if you ever want to talk conspiracies, let us know. We, always happy to have guests back or, talk. We're always happy to talk. George and I were both.
Yeah, we always are.
Talk. So,
absolutely, yeah.
So, yes, thank you so much for being here.
Yeah, thank you.
Absolutely, man.